So this guy Brian delivers pizzas, and he's about to make a delivery that will ruin his life. One day, in Erie, Pennsylvania, he gets a call to deliver a pizza to a random address in the middle of nowhere. When he shows up, it's not a house, it's an abandoned radio tower. He steps out of his car confused and starts walking to the building. He gets ambushed by a couple of sketchy dudes. They strap a metal collar bomb around his neck and give him a list of demands. If he doesn't rob a bank and follow their bizarre scavenger hunt of clues, they're gonna detonate it. Brian is panicking. These guys aren't playing around, so he does what they say. So Brian, still in his pizza uniform, casually walks into a bank holding a shotgun that looks like a cane. He slides a note to the teller that says, "Give me $250,000 or I explode." But there's a problem. Banks don't have that kind of money sitting around in registers. The teller panics and hands him only $8,000, way less than what the kidnappers wanted. Now Brian is in serious trouble. He leaves the bank and follows the instructions on his list. He's supposed to find a hidden clue at a McDonald's sign. He barely makes it there when suddenly, police swarm him. They arrest him and sit him down in a parking lot while trying to figure out what's going on. Brian is pleading with them, telling them he was forced into this. The cops aren't buying it. Then suddenly, the bomb starts beeping. The tension is insane. The officers back away and Brian, he's screaming for help. And then bam! The bomb detonates right there in front of everyone. Brian is gone. At first, investigators didn't know what to make of it. Was Brian a willing participant in the robbery, or had he truly been forced into it? The details seemed too bizarre, too complicated for this to be a simple bank heist. But as authorities started digging, strange things started to come to light. Shortly after Brian's death, police received an unusual call from a man named Bill Rothstein. He reported that there was an unalived body in his freezer. Rothstein claimed he had nothing to do with the unalived body, that he was just helping an old friend, a woman named Marjorie Dale Armstrong, get rid of the body. But the FBI wasn't buying it. As they investigated further, they discovered that Marjorie had a long history of violent and erratic behavior. People who crossed her had a habit of disappearing or turning up unalive. And it turns out she wasn't just some random woman. She was the mastermind behind the entire heist. The FBI searched Rothstein's house. They found detailed blueprints for the bomb collar and handwritten notes that matched the instructions given to Brian. They also discovered a stockpile of tools and bomb-making materials. That's when they realized this wasn't some random heist. It was planned down to the smallest detail. But it didn't stop there. The FBI uncovered another key player, Kenneth Barnes, a crack dealer and longtime associate of Marjorie. When the police questioned him, he flipped and admitted that the whole thing was Marjorie's idea. She needed money to pay and hire a hitman to take out her own father. So this woman plotted a bank robbery just to get money to unalive her own dad. Once the FBI connected all the dots, Marjorie was arrested and sentenced to life in prison. Bill Rothstein passed from cancer before he could go to trial, and Kenneth Barnes also went to prison for his role in the crime.